Hi class, we're going to start in Excel Module 5 at step 5-4C to format the title and subtitle. In our last video, we left off after we had used the round function. We can see that we click in calculated yearly columns. We've got the function. Now the first thing we're going to do here in this step is format our title and subtitles. So right now we've just had things kind of looking ugly. So let's start out by selecting range A1 through A2 there and click the Cell Styles button. Our Home tab, we're going to find our styles up here and we want to use the title style. Now I don't see it, so I'm going to click the drop down and find it, title, and that's what I would like. Now let's select one, and they'd like us to change the font size to 20, and then select the range A1 through G1, and we want to use the merge and center tool. Now let's select our A2 cell, and we want this font size to be 18, which we're at. So now let's select our whole range, A2 through G2, and again let's merge and now let's select A1, A2 again, and we want to do a fill color. So we're looking at our home group again, and in our font group, we want the fill tool, and we want it to be black text 1. And then let's change our font color so that we can see it a little bit better. And we're going to choose orange accent 6. Accent 6, lighter 60%. That one, this second one down. Row 3 actually in the. All right. So now we've got an interesting color there. Now we're going to center and underline our column titles and create borders on the title row. So let's start out by selecting the range B4 through G4, and then let's center those settings. Then control click A4, so I'm going to hold my control key and add A4 to that grouping, and then I want to use my cell style here and make this a heading 3. Use that predefined style, make all those changes all at once. Now I want to get my title, my total row. So I'm going to start A13 and select all the way to G13. And then I want to use a style again, use the total style. Now let's select an empty cell to deselect a range so that you can see how your formatting has come out. Everything looks pretty good there, looking like our example. Now we'd like to have a floating dollar sign on the first row of the numbers and in the totals. So let's start out by selecting the cell B5. Here we go. And while holding down the control key, we want to select the non-adjacent cells D5 and F5 and B13 and D13F. Now, after we've got, after we've got our selection done, we can right click to choose the right click menu and formats. We want to go to the number tab, and I'm going to choose currency. Now we would like our symbol on these lines to be $, and we'd like our negative numbers to show up red and in parentheses. We're going to select that currency format at the bottom. Click OK. Now let's click an empty cell again to look at our formatting, and everything looks great. We'll continue on. Now all of the styles that we have available to choose from, Excel assigns an internal format code to every format style, and these format codes don't print, but they act as a template with placeholders to define how you want to apply unique formatting. Table 5.5 in your text provides a list of some of the format code symbols and how they can be combined with a new format code. So for example, if we wanted to allow 2 decimal places, we could do dot, pound sign, or hashtag. Say we have 2 numbers. Now we'll try creating some custom format. Do it. Let's select range C5, C5 through C12, and then we want to press Control and get E5, E12, and still holding Control, get G5 through G12. We want to right click any of these selected items and choose formats. We want to go to the number tab and then click custom. Now we want to delete this word general here, and we want to type 0.00%. And then I'm going to put a semicolon. So I want to continue on and type square bracket, opening square bracket. We're going to type the word magenta for our color and then close that square bracket. Finally, we're going to say 0.00% be our code. So this is the sample up here of how this is going to look. Let's click OK. Now our custom format should be applied. So we should be able to click somewhere and see it. Got our different decimal places. Back up there. So in our custom format code, starting out with the format and then the format again. The format code can have up to 4 sections. The desired format for positive numbers, the desired format for negative numbers, how zeros should be treated, and any desired format for text. So in our formatting, we said that negative numbers should be in magenta. So we make our 2% negative. There we go, we do see that magenta. Where is our magenta? Only for negative. Now let's do some summing. got our format code in, and I'm going to make sure that we did all that. I think we're good. So now let's format with the comma. Select the range B6 through B12, and then D6 through D12, and F6 through F12. Click the comma style button up here and say the numbers in the selected ranges using the comma style. We didn't really see much difference there, did we? But if we were to do a number that was over 999, we would see the comma. Main reason we wanted to use it was that formatting symbol now aligns our data properly with the data that was formatted using the currency format. So sometimes we just have to apply a format to get things to line. Now when you're creating a cell style, make sure you pay close attention to the style includes area of the style dialog, because style affects the format of a range of cells only if the corresponding checkbox is selected. For example, if the font checkbox is not selected in the style dialog, then the cell maintains the font format it had before the style. We can get really flexible. Now there's some additional rules there about style. And don't forget the normal style is the format style that Excel initially assigned to all cells. If you change the normal style, Excel applies a new format specification to all cells that are not assigned in others. Really trouble. So let's try to stay away from that. Let's create, instead of modifying the normal style, we'll create a new style that will follow the characteristics of the normal style, except for some date alignment format. So let's start out by clicking the Cell Styles button up here. And that's showing us the gallery. And we want to create a new cell style. Let's name our style 4-digit year, and then click the Format button. And now whatever formatting we do here will become part of our style. So we want to go to the Number tab and then click Date. And we would like our default date format to be that long format at the very end, 14 March 2012. We want that to be our new date style. So I'm going to click then the Alignment tab. And I would like for my horizontal alignment to be centered as default. Now I'm going to click OK, because those are the things that I want to change for this style. Now we want to do one more thing here. Oh, I need to go back to that Format Cells. They want us to change the font also. And let's click the Color button and change our color. Instead of black here, we want to use orange, darker accent, 15, all that. Okay, now we've set up a date format. We've set up a font. Now we want to clear, border, fill, and protection. We're not going to update those characteristics with our style. And then click OK to create our new style. Now that our new style is created, we can use it. We set cell G3 here is our date, so let's click in it. And let's change it to be using our 4-digit year. Now, we didn't see a lot of change there. Bit of font color. But it's so much better for us to be using that style, and then that way we can consistent format throughout the spreadsheet. Now our formatting is complete. Let's use the spell checker real quick. I want to select cell B2 and I want to click the review tab. Now on the review tab, I want to use the spelling. And it said that I can continue checking. I'll say yes. Spell check complete. Nothing is wrong. So that looks good. I'm ready to save my spreadsheet again. Now that's a good stopping point for us. We should be, let's see, at the end, section 4. So we'll end this video there and pick up the next one with section 5, working with multiple worksheets.